Hi, teachers. I'm going to talk really briefly about how you can give students points or set a slide to be worth a certain amount of points in Classkick. So the first thing that I'm going to focus on is points that can be given to students that are auto-graded. I know a lot of times teachers want to be able to have things grade automatically so that we can kind of reduce our workload. So there's two ways that that can be done. The first is by using the multiple choice feature. So the multiple choice feature, you would just select a correct answer and you would say how many points that it's going to be, and you can save that. And then the student would be able to, when they click on it, it will go ahead and grade them for that and give them those points. So this feature is actually the one that I use the least, because if you make a mistake, for example, if you find later that your key is incorrect, there's no way to go back and like change it without deleting it, which would then delete the student's responses. So the other thing about it is that it's automatically going to be A through E, um, and it is this kind of large size. The other way that you can use an auto grading feature is to use a fill in the blank. So the fill in the blank text box, you have two choices. You can you can have it just as a place for kids to type in whatever that they want without it having a grade attached, or you can add different responses. So for example, instead of doing multiple choice this way, a lot of times if I'm going to do multiple choice, I will go ahead and just put like, have them just type A in the box, and then I will assign it to a certain amount of points. So notice that once I toggle off this, it's going to automatically total out how many points that the page is worth. So this one right here is worth 1 point, and this is the other point. And so it's going to keep on kind of adding up your total for the entire page. Now, this auto grading thing is super helpful. However, it is important to know that this isn't like a smart auto grade thing. So the student's answer has to be exactly your different answer choices. So for example, if the answer was like 1/2, right? So right now my fill in the blank would take the answer of only if they typed it in exactly as 1/2. It would not know the difference between that and 0.5 or even 0.5. So it's very important that if you're going to use auto grading, that you put in all the answer choices that are available. Um, the nice thing though about it is that if a kid comes up with another answer choice, or if you find that your answers were not correct, you can always add extra answers or change it after the fact. So that is the two ways that you can have assignments auto-graded, or portions of the assignments auto-graded. Another thing that you may want to know is that assign, you can decide how much points a page is going to be, and you can adapt the total of a page's points either outside of the assignment from right here. So for example, if I had this page, if there was stuff in it, and I wanted this page to be 5 points, I could just type a 5 there, or from within the assignment. So if I decided, no, instead I wanted this to be worth 10 points, it will allow me to set that as 10 points. That'll be powerful once you start putting in grades, because it will color code the students' answers. It'll basically tell you, like green would be like they have a certain percent, all the way down to red is like I think around a 50% or something like that. So it'll give you some kind of color feedback. Okay. Once you have your points, um, once you have your points or your pages set up, the next thing that you're going to want to do is to grade students' assignments. So the easiest way to do that is using the sticker wand. So if you're in trying to view students' work, You can click into any student's work and you'll have an option to create stickers, and you can have stickers that have a certain point value attached. So, and you can give them some text feedback. So for example, I could make this for 5 points. And then as I'm going through, if I just click on this, I will be able to give that student 5 points for whatever I want to put 5 points on. Even more powerful than that is that if you are on view all slides, or even within a certain slide, you can use the sticker wand. Sticker wand is one of my favorite things. So usually when I use the sticker wand, I'll actually just view all the students' pages on just a certain page. And you can just select your point value that you want, and you can kind of go through and give them the points that you would want. For this reason, a lot of times I like to make sure that I don't have to scroll to be able to see their work, so I don't have to keep on going within each page. There are 2 other ways that you can also grade that can be very helpful for you. The first one is that if you actually are within here, you could actually click on this little box, and you could type in the grade for that student. And then if you press your tab key, it'll take you to the next student. So that student, I don't see any work. The next one I could say, okay, this is a 10, and it'll let me kind of go through and say how much points each one is. Okay, you can see that it's going to color code if they don't have if they have a lower amount of points, it'll color code it either red, yellow, or green, depending on the percent that they have correct. So again, a very powerful tool, especially I would probably use this if it wasn't like where the points, I didn't want to necessarily change from one sticker wand to another one if there was like a whole bunch of diversity in the amount of points that I would be giving. The last way that you can grade quickly in Classkick is if you are actually on a student slide. So I'm going to go on this one since I haven't put any points here. Oh, some of them. So these have already been like auto graded, but I'm going to go ahead and just adjust the points. So if you're on a page, if you click the G key, G is in grade, on your keyboard, it will take you automatically up to the where the points are, and you can then just type in whatever score that you want. So then you can arrow up or down to get to the next student's page. Looks like my internet is a little bit slow here, but you can basically just go from page to page, clicking G, and you would type the score that you want and then enter, and you can just kind of keep on going on and on through that. All right, so that's a whole bunch of different tricks about points. Let me know if you have any questions.